Hi, we're back again. We love our fence made from decking, but we can make it look a lot better. And if you stay with this video, we'll show you how. I know you probably think, oh God, he's banging on about his fence again and decking. However, look at those horrible concrete posts. I've got to cover them. Did a quick mock-up, small piece of decking, curved top, offered it up. I think it looks good. So now I have a full-size piece. I'll do one of them and I'll guide you through the process. And let's see if we can make it look even better. Okay, I need to mark out the top for the curve on the piece of wood, on the vertical. And what better way than a plastic plate? This should give me the curve I want. There it is. Just need to cut it now. Okay, I'm going to offer up the piece of wood. I've got a blunt drill bit in here. I'm going to drill through and see if I can mark the concrete post. What's most important is to get it dead central. Okay, that worked. This should do it. It looks a bit like rain. Okay, let's get started on the next one. This post is not straight at all, so it's going to be a compromise with this one. I have to say, I'm loving the improvements so far. I've got another one to go on, but then there's all sorts of trim to be done as well. What can be better than DIY outside on a day like this? It's fantastic. Okay, I'm very happy with the result, but not totally. There's one more thing, and I'll show you now what it is. Okay, when viewed from the side, you can still see concrete post here. So my idea is to cut a piece of further decking and fit it in. But to do that, this jamb here will need to be flush, and this will need to be also thinner. So it's a bit of a fiddle, but I think it would be worth it to hide the horrible concrete there. So in order to do that, I'm going to need to mark down this piece of wood I'm using as a jamb, and then trim it, and then knock it back in flush. Let's see how easy it's going to come out. Yeah, we can see there how much it was really holding it in place. Okay, it's been trimmed. Let's see if I can get it back into place. Okay, that's flush. I now need to measure the gap and cut a piece to fit in here. Okay, I cut a trial piece and I've just placed it here. Let's see if it goes in. Now that is totally flush. And from here, it looks pretty neat. And it's also holding the boards better. Yeah, I really like that. But I think it's time for a quick cup of tea. Okay, here's the finished piece. 1.67 m by 55 by 12. Obviously 55 there. And this will vary depending what the size of your posts are. I think it's going to be quite a tight fit. I've just pushed it in a little bit. So I'm now going to try and knock it into place. Okay, standing a little bit proud at the top here, and that's because the wood is slightly bent, but I can screw that into position. Anyway, my boss has arrived to oversee proceedings. I missed him today, he was out, so he's going to put the finishing touches to this and give it a few taps. You're going to, yeah. You're going to put it, get it into place? Excellent, boy, well done.
Yeah, a bit more at the bottom.
Bit more down there.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm up there.
I need to put a screw up there. Okay, that's great.
Yeah, finished, Papa.
Okay, excellent, boy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm just going to see if putting a nail in here is going to hold it in place. Does that look better now?
Yeah, that is.
Okay, that's the next jamb trimmed. Let's see if I can get it back into place. Okay, nice and flush. Okay, that didn't go very easily. I had to do a bit of planing, etc., to get these side facings to work. But anyway, it's done. The concrete posts are no longer visible. The wood is better supported now, and that to me is job done. Anyway, thank you for bearing with me. I hope this is a project you can do, and I hope I've explained what I've done properly, and you've seen the mistakes I've made as I've gone along. Anyway, that's it for tonight, and I shall post this video and move on to work on the garage. I mentioned that we're going to be moving on to the garage because I had to stop work on it in the autumn when the weather went bad. There's various pieces of trim to be done, there's guttering to go on, so I'll work on that. And by the way, these doors I built myself, and they are built from decking, and there's a video on YouTube, and I'll put a link below so you can watch that if you would like to. I promise you I don't do everything with decking, but this really worked out very well. This wood was actually better. This came from Homebase, was stored inside, it was a lot drier and was a lot better. Anyway,
sadly, Homebase has left.
Oh yeah, Homebase has gone bankrupt. Anyway, from David and I, we'll be posting videos on our work here on the garage.